Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. We extend a warm welcome to you as we discuss and analyze Venturi Racing in this video. Venturi Racing, formerly Venturi Formula East team, was a Monegasque motor racing team controlled by Scott Swid, chairman and principal owner, and José M Aznar Botella. The team competed in the FIA Formula East World Championship. Venturi Racing competed with a single-make chassis built by Spark and initially built its own powertrains before partnering with Mercedes from the season. The team was renamed to Maserati MSG Racing from the season. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of season and unravel its multifaceted nature. Venturi was founded by Gildo Pasta and became one of Formula E's founding teams by committing to the championship in December 2013. For the series' inaugural season, it was announced that the team had signed Nick Heidfeld and Stefan Sarzin as its drivers, with Frank Baldit as team coordinator. In Formula E's debut race at the Beijing Eprix, Heidfeld was running in second place and attempted to overtake Nicolas Prost for the lead on the final lap. In the last corner, the pair collided and both failed to finish, with the accident causing Heidfeld's car to alarmingly fly through the air and land on the roll hoop. This handed the win to Lucas di Grassi. Prost was given a 10-place grid penalty for the next round in Putrajaya. At the Buenos Aires Eprix, Venturi was again in contention for victory with Heidfeld. With 3 laps to go, Heidfeld received a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This handed Antonio Felix da Costa his maiden Formula East victory. Venturi took its largest points haul of the season at the Berlin Eprix. Heidfeld took the team's only podium finish of the season at the Moscow Eprix, taking third behind eventual champion Nelson Piquet Jr. and Di Grassi. Sarzin won the final race of the season from pole position but was penalised for exceeding the maximum energy usage, dropping him to 15th. Heidfeld ended the season in 12th position in the Drivers' Championship with 31 points, while Sarzin was 14th on 22 points, leaving the team 9th in the standings. Heidfeld left the team at the end of the season to join Mahindra. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore season through a fresh lens, unlocking new perspectives. For the 2015-16 season, Venturi supplied powertrains to customer team Dragon Racing and signed 1997 Formula One world champion Jacques Villeneuve as a teammate to Sarzin. After the Punta del Este Eprix, however, the Canadian left after disagreeing on the direction of the team. He was replaced by Mike Conway. Sarzin outperformed both drivers over the season, scoring points at every race and finishing second behind Di Grassi in Long Beach, which was also the scene of Conway's first points finish of the season in 10th place. Venturi finished in 6th position in the team's championship with 77 points. Sarzin claimed 70 of these to also rank 6th in the drivers' standings, while Conway claimed the remaining 7 points to rank 16th. Villeneuve ranked 20th with 0 points. With a run of 10 points scoring races, Sarzin became the first driver in Formula East to record points at every round in one season. As we transition, let's shed light on season and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. Sarzin was retained for a 3rd consecutive season by Venturi and was partnered by FIA GT World Cup driver Mauro Engel, who replaced Conway at the team. Venturi commenced the campaign with a double points finish at the 2016 Hong Kong Eprix. However, an uncompetitive car resulted in a difficult season. The team's best result came in Monaco, where Engel recorded 5th position. For the 2017 Paris Eprix, Formula 3.5 Series champion Tom Dillman filled in for Engel, who was racing in the 2017 Deutsche Tourenwagen Masters round at the Eurosdwe Lossitz. One race later in Berlin, Dillman replaced Sarzin, who moved to Techeetah to replace Esteban Gutierrez for the final 6 races. Venturi recorded 30 points to finish 9th in the team's championship. Engel recorded 16 of these points to take 17th in the drivers' standings, while Dillman recorded 12 for 19th and Sarzin 2. Let's now turn our attention to season and examine its role within the larger context. For the fourth season of Formula E, Venturi re-signed Engel and hired seven-time Macau World Cup winner Eduardo Mortara. On his debut weekend in Formula East in Hong Kong, Mortara claimed the team's first podium since the 2016 Long Beach Eprix. The Swiss-Italian driver led for most of the race, however, span out of first position with 3 laps to go when trying to set the fastest lap. Mortara finished third but was promoted to second following the disqualification of race winner Daniel Abt. Due to commitments in the DTM Championship with Mercedes, Dillmann filled in for Mortara at the Berlin and New York City races. Mortara's podium in the season opener marked Venturi's highest finish in Formula E's fourth season, in which the team recorded 72 points to rank 7th in the team's championship. Engel finished 12th in the drivers' standings with 31 points, while Mortara was 13th with 29. Dillmann notched 12 points in his 3 race appearances to finish 18th. Now, let's shift our focus to season and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. In May 2018, Venturi signed a 3-year deal with 11-time Formula One race winner Felipe Massa and rehired Mortara for a second season. Norman Nato was named as the team's reserve driver. Former professional racing driver Susie Wolff became the team principal, while Frank Baldet became technical director. Venturi supplied powertrains to the Mercedes-affiliated HWA Racing team over the season, with the outfit preparing for the official entry of the Mercedes-Benz EQ Formula East team in the 2019-20 season. At Formula E's landmark 50th race at the 2019 Hong Kong Eprix, Mortara recorded Venturi's maiden victory. Venturi took further podiums at the Mexico City E-Prix and Monaco E-Prix, which was also the site of Massa's first podium finish in Formula East. With 88 points, the team took 8th in the championship. Mortara finished 14th in the drivers' standings with 52 points, while Massa was 15th with 36 points. Now, let's redirect our focus towards season and discover its significance in our narrative. In October 2019, Venturi confirmed that Mortara would again partner Massa while the team entered a powertrain partnership with Mercedes-Benz. On the eve of the 2019-20 season opener, the team announced a 3-year title sponsorship with telecommunications company Rocket, and also confirmed the retention of Norman Nato as reserve driver and the appointment of Arthur Leclerc, brother of Ferrari Formula One driver Charles Leclerc, as test driver. The team recorded 5 consecutive points finishes in the first 5 races, prior to the season's 5-month suspension as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. After the season resumed in August with 6 races at the Tempelhof Airport Street Circuit in Berlin, Mortara took 14th in the Drivers' Championship with 41 points, while Massa was 22nd with 3 points. Venturi finished in 10th in the team's standings with 44 points. At the final race of the season, it was announced that Massa would be retiring from Formula E. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into season and its impact on our understanding. For Formula E's 7th season and first as a world championship, Venturi re-signed Mortara and promoted Norman Nato to a full-time race seat, with the Frenchman replacing Massa. Jake Hughes, in turn, joined the team as reserve driver, while John D'Ambrosio was appointed as deputy team principal after deciding to retire from professional competition at the end of season 6. In December 2020, Venturi announced a takeover in ownership, with a US investor group led by Scott Swid and José M Aznar Botella purchasing the team. Susie Wolff remained as team principal and retained an interest in Venturi alongside founder Gildo Palinkapasta. Mortara commenced the season with a podium at the 2021 Diriyah Eprix, in which he secured second place behind Nick de Vries. One day later, the Swiss-Italian driver was involved in a high-speed frontal collision during practice for race 2 when an incorrect software parameter caused a brake failure. Although Mortara was released from hospital, he did not take part in the second leg of the season opener. Mortara returned to the cockpit one race later in Rome and scored a further 3 podiums over the remainder of the season, including a second career victory at the inaugural Puebla Eprix, Venturi's first win since the Season 5 Hong Kong Eprix, 834 days earlier. Amassing 92 points, Mortara was a key championship protagonist in the season's finale in Berlin. However, was removed from contention following a collision with Mitch Evans on the opening lap of the final race of the year, in which he sustained a microfracture of his 4th vertebra. Mercedes de Vries went on to win the Season 7 championship, while Mortara became Formula E's first vice-world champion by claiming second place in the drivers' standings. In his rookie campaign, Nato steadily improved and won the final race of the season in Berlin, standing on the Formula East podium for the first time after being stripped of a second and third-placed finish in Valencia and Rome. With this result, and outside of Formula E's inaugural campaign, Nato became only the 3rd driver to win a race in their rookie season. The Frenchman ended the season as Venturi's most successful rookie on record, amassing 54 points and finishing 18th in the Drivers' Championship. Venturi finished in 7th position in the team's standings with 146 points, completing its most successful season in Formula East to date in terms of points scored. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into season. In September 2021, Venturi re-signed Mortara for a 5th successive season, while Season 3 champion Lucas Di Grassi joined the team, replacing Nato, who, in turn, joined Jaguar Racing as reserve driver. Susie Wolff, meanwhile, was promoted to the position of CEO, while Germ D'Ambrosio took over as team principal. In Race 2 of the 2020 Scuderia Eprix, Venturi scored its first double podium in Formula E, with Mortara taking his 3rd victory while Di Grassi secured his first podium for the team. Mortara later secured his first Formula East pole position at the 2022 Berlin Eprix, a result that marked Venturi Racing's first pole position since the 2015 London Eprix, 2,512 days earlier. Mortara went on to win Race 1 in Berlin to commence a 4-race podium run, taking 2nd in Race 2 in Berlin, 3rd in Jakarta and winning in Merckx. This stint ended in New York, although Di Grassi returned to the podium by finishing 3rd in Race 1. Di Grassi secured his 13th Formula East win at the 2022 London Eprix 1 weekend later. Di Grassi became the first driver in Formula East to score his 1,000th point in the series in Race 1 of the 2022 Seoul Eprix. Mortara secured his 4th win of the season in the final race, which also marked Formula E's landmark 100th race. As a result, Venturi completed its most successful season to date, amassing 295 points to finish 2nd in the World Teams Championship behind Mercedes EQ. Mortara finished 3rd in the World Drivers' Championship with 169 points, while Di Grassi was 5th with 129 points. At the close of the season, Venturi confirmed the departure of Wolff and D'Ambrosio from its senior management team, ahead of its transition to Maserati MSG Racing in Season 9. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of next-gen program and examine its core elements. In March 2018, Venturi became the first Formula East team to establish a junior program. There were 8 drivers in the program. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore results. Notes: in the inaugural season, all teams were supplied with a spec powertrain by McLaren. Driver was fastest in group qualifying stage and was given 1 championship point. Driver did not finish the race, but was classified as he completed over 90% of the race distance. Marks the driver who was given 3 points for being starting on pole. Marks the driver who was given 1 point for fastest lap. I hope you learned something new today. Let me know what you found most interesting in the comments below.